So what do you do when a key member of staff always bends the rules or takes advantage when you're out of town? To learn more about this subject, just watch this short video. And welcome to the Sharper Business Channel. So your PA informs you of the key employee who always takes extended lunch breaks when you're out of town. It may not seem the end of the world, but you're well aware of the fact that to do nothing may well invite some consequences. For a start, the guilty employee may break further rules. It may be seen as a form of dishonesty. The remaining colleagues may well wonder if they should not do the same. Their colleagues may well think that it's the norm, it's accepted practice, and quite acceptable. The staff will question why you, as management, don't do something about it. Unauthorised extended lunch breaks may well be seen as inefficiency, which the company can ill afford at this time. Now, what options does the CEO have? Well, they can have a discussion with the employee. They can ask the PA if there are any known or mitigating circumstances. They can advise the employee to immediately cease these extended breaks. You can take disciplinary action, or you can ask your PA to record all the extended lunch breaks over the next 30 days. Now we have a simple situation which needs to be handled properly, because to deal with it any other way could make a bad situation worse. We have a simple situation where the CEO needs to confront the matter. Now, by doing so, in a manner such as contacting the employee and saying, I understand from my PA that you have been late for lunch every day when I'm out of town. Can you imagine the problem that's going to cause? For a start, there's going to be a massive amount of resentment and ill feeling between the PA and the employee. And if the CEO, instead of saying the PA tells me, he said, I understand from a colleague, that's going to have the same effect, only worse, in the sense that everybody is going to be under suspicion as to who grasped on the employee, who betrayed them and told them that he's late for lunch. And whoever it is, you're going to create an atmosphere, a cynical atmosphere and a negative environment in the office, which is going to be bad for the business. It's important that the CEO handles this properly. You can also imagine a scenario that, having confronted the employee, that they're going to say something as simple as, oh yes, that's correct. I've been meaning to tell you. I've got a member of my family who's seriously ill, and I take the extended lunch break to look after them, to do some shopping for them and to care for them. But in fact, of course, I always make up the time at weekends. I come in here early in the morning and I'm usually here late at night, always making up the time. So now you have a situation where you've created ill feeling between the PA and the colleague. You've created a problem in the atmosphere, perhaps, where everybody is resentful and there's a negative environment. And, of course, in the meantime, you got an employee who felt you suspected him of betraying the company, when in fact he had a justifiable reason. So what's important is to deal with something as simple as this, as rather than relying on hearsay and causing a damage to some goodwill, is to catch the employee red-handed yourself. It's not complicated, but if it is something as simple as late attendance in the morning or late after lunch, is to just turn up unannounced and catch them doing it. And then perhaps, having done that, not to make any comment, just to take a note and allow sufficient time for the employee to come to you and volunteer their reasons. And when that doesn't happen, you can quite happily allow it to happen maybe a second or a third time, still allowing the employee the opportunity to share with you their good reasons for it. And when that doesn't happen, then to approach the employee and say, is there anything that they'd like to share with you? And then you can confront them about the issue and deal with it in a proper manner. So it's critically important in these scenarios that you do not just rely on hearsay, that you catch the employee yourself. In this video, we've learned the importance of how to deal with the bending or breaking of rules and not losing the goodwill of your PA. I'd love to know your thoughts on the breaking or bending of rules, and to learn more about how to grow your business, stay tuned to this channel. And in the meantime, give us a like. Let us have your thoughts and comments below. To join our community, just hit the subscribe button to be notified of future videos on this Sharper Business Channel. And thank you for viewing.